George Lucas wanted Darth Maul as the main villain of the sequels. This is from the new book Star Wars Archives Episode 1 through 3, the prequels, with new interviews from George Lucas. So as you see on the screen here, this is from the Star Wars Archives book, brand new, which was just released, and I'm going to be reading this, and we're going to be finding out what George Lucas wanted if he had made a Star Wars sequel trilogy. So here we go. Darth Maul trained a girl, Darth Talon, who was in the comic books as his apprentice. She was the new Darth Vader, and most of the action was with her. So these were the two main villains of the trilogy. Maul eventually became the godfather of crime in the universe because as the Empire falls, he takes over. The movies are about how Leia, who else is going to be the leader, is trying to build a republic. They still have the apparatus of the republic, but they have to get it under control from the gangsters. That was the main story. It starts out a few years after Return of the Jedi, and we establish pretty quickly that there's this underworld. There are these offshoot stormtroopers who started their own planets, and that Luke is trying to restart the Jedi. He puts the word out, so out of 100,000 Jedi, maybe 50 or 100 are left. The Jedi have to grow again from scratch, so Luke has to find 2 and 3-year-olds and train them. It'll be 20 years before you have a new generation of Jedi. By the end of the trilogy, Luke would have rebuilt much of the Jedi, and we would have the renewal of the New Republic, with Leia, Senator Organa, becoming the Supreme Chancellor in charge of everything, so she ended up being the chosen one. This is a lot of information that we got here from this book, how, Luke Skywalker wanted to rebuild the Jedi, and not how we have the Last Jedi, the movie. We saw how Luke just didn't want to do with anything, but in this timeline, he wanted to rebuild the Jedi with starting off with very, very young children that are 2 and 3-year-olds and training them. And then we have the main character, Luke and Leia actually being the Supreme Chancellor. That's pretty interesting, how she was going to be the one, and how she is the chosen one, and not Luke and Anakin, where everybody was wrong, but it was actually Leia. But what I find most interesting is how Darth Maul was the main villain in this. Being, how old would he be? 80 years old, maybe? But having an apprentice from Darth Talon and bringing the comic books to once again to live action would be pretty cool. Seeing how we have a Darth Maul relation, about how Maul really takes over as the Empire falls. It's really interesting. I would have liked to see this, but I believe George Lucas said that it takes a long time to write, especially 3 movies that so many people are gonna watch, and he said he wanted to spend time with his family more than this, so you cannot blame him for making this. But who knows, maybe this will happen sooner than later. But in the meantime, have a great rest of your day.